That's
Okay.
sorry about that.
All right. Oh, thank God you were looking at Anthony's butt, not mine. All right. So I guess I have to repeat everything I said. So yesterday, the frustrating thing is we stayed in a range, and at the end of the day, post close, they take it out and make a new low, and then here we are trading up at the highs. Big deal today was GM beating the street and so on. So with 120 companies in the S&Ps reporting this week, also 12 Dow companies, I think that this is exactly what we're expecting. Foregone conclusion, as far as I'm concerned, no rate hike. There's probably a 15% chance that there'll be a rate hike. I don't even think it's that. I've been saying it all year. The Feds need to start liquidating some of their position, and they rather liquidate it when the rates are lower than they are higher. So let's get to the chart. Take a look at what we see. We've talked about how the market is sitting in the trading range, and it's slowly going up and testing highs, but we haven't had that last new. We need that push up to 2050, and ultimately, I think the market. Look, you've been trading this for a while, that this market could put on 6-8 handles in a week. You can put 5 handles on in a day. So getting up to 2100, 2130 again, I'm not ruling that out. So let's get the screen share. All right, let's start with let's just start with what we do every day, because you know what? That's the key to success, right? You have to, I tell everybody, everybody's always looking for the Holy Grail. Everybody's out there selling things that are the Holy Grail, and there's no such thing as the Holy Grail. You understand, if there was, and if you owned it, would you sell it? No, you would use your little market edge, make money every day, and laugh at everybody, right? Why would you share it with everybody? This is a process. It's a hard process, and you got to be dedicated. You can't do this part-time and willy-nilly. If you do it part-time willy-nilly, just write me a check, and for half of what you will put in your account, and I'll just, tell you, look, I saved you half. All right. So this is not something that you just, you can pretend at, right? So we got the top value of 27.5. We've got the point of control of 2024, value area low at 2022. You can see that I think the overnight inventory is long, and we're probably going to flatten out and be more the same with the range trade day. Okay, our CCI has gone. It's been green since 4:30 this morning, and it's actually going back to sort of a neutral state right now. Okay, so let's take a look at the overnight profile right here. Let's take a look where we're at. So let's put some crossbows on here so it's easier to see. All right, high of 20.34 1/4. Okay. Let me pull this up here. And here it is. Yesterday, we made this post close right here. We make this low down here at 2015.75. Okay, and they do it. They do it in the last half of the bracket, where here we sat yesterday basically between 2025 and 2021. Most of the day. Look at all this consolidation and all this. What they call Keynesian or bell-shaped sort of distributions. Okay, I've been looking for the market to retrace to some of these unfinished bottoms here. Okay, all right, down to here. Here's we took that out, and then we took this out now, and then here's this 2014.25 with that low going in. So I've been looking for the market to go back that way because I kind of think that we have some structure on the bottom that's not finished. Okay, on the upside, I hope my numbers are still in there, and they're not. But all right, so we're looking for the market. All right, as we break out up here I've got some single prints from back from several months ago. I'm going to have to go back and look for them, and I'll put them back out for you. But I'm looking for this market to move up all the way up to 2055 for sure. That's where I think it's going, 2055. So right now we've got a high of 2034 and a quarter. Okay, and I don't mean it's going to 2055 today. So please don't misunderstand what I just said. I think that's where it's going to go on the upside. All right, so unfinished on the bottom or on the top. Always remember that the key to any market, the market going up, you have to take a look out significant Globex out, the Globex low and high out significantly. Take a look at this. We're taking a look at sort of like a P shape going here. All right, kind of double distribution, but a P up here at the top, which means bullish. But this is a buying tail. But ultimately, this is an unfinished bottom. They finished this bottom yesterday overnight. They did it in the post close, as you can see. All right. So I think the market's headed up. We've got a couple areas up here that we're going. Right. So my first key point would be up at like 2038 half to 2040. And I have some single prints, I believe, from 2043 up to 2048. And then we have some single prints from 2050 up to 2055. So that's what my long-term outlook's looking for as far as this is concerned. Let me look and see if I can pull out our, let me see if I get our ES chart. Let me bring that in here. All right, so here's the day chart I keep talking about. All right. We are looking at the day pivot right now. I keep going over the same stuff. Look, I understand that sometimes you want to see something different, but you really can't see something different because this is the way markets trade, right? They go look at how nicely this market consolidated down in here. Okay, so this consolidation rate after we put that low in here. This is a healthy market. This means there's been a lot of negotiation here. This means there's been a lot of battling over the territory of whether we're going higher and lower, and the bulls are winning right now. As you can see, we're starting to take out what we call our day pivot right here at 2031.15, right? So if we can take out that day pivot 2031.15, then I'm set that the market will probably go out and make new highs on the year, or at least test their highs on the year. It's only October, mid-October, right? And we've got all we need is good news from the retailers. That's the difference when the market did. Let me see if I can get back there. All right. Yeah. All right. So here's the market. It made its lows at 1732, right? Do you see any negotiation here? No. It just went up, all on low volume. We had a little bit of consolidation, a little test. And these are all just very, look at this, all these up moves, right? So that, as far as I was concerned, and people have been doing this for a long time, is what we call core structure, right? And then we got this spike down, and look at this spike down. Straight up again, straight up, right? Without any, here's a consolidation move, consolidation up to the highs, and then, we puked out. We took it, we went back, and we had to get to that area that we did not consolidate. Now we can have some consolidation, so it does give us a good basis for a rally. All right. Talking about some of the other markets, we didn't get everything up, but I'll be able to show it to you here. I had a little trouble, technical trouble. All right, so we got the value area high. I'll get this out to you when I put them on here and post them on Twitter. And 46.61 is the value area high at CL. We got the point of control at 46.05. Okay, down in here. I got a value area low of 45.95. And I've got a bull bear zone of 46. All right, 46. Remember, I've been telling you that I think that oil It may go up and fill the gap at that 55-60 area, but as long as the crude stays up above 42, I'm bullish. If we get below 42, I think the market is heading back down to new lows. I don't, and you know what? And I don't know if the strong market, the strong U.S. equities, you know, I don't even know if these are connected at this point. I'm just, you know, I know that some of the oil companies are rebounding with the higher gas prices, but at the end of the day, I don't think that they're affecting the overall portfolios, because if major funds have already, so two things. One, funds that were in them and had to get out have already gotten out, and two, the people that were bottom fishing were out there already got back in. So, you know, I don't know how much the price of oil is affecting equities. I think right now it may be totally disconnected, or at least partially disconnected. So making new lows in oil does, except for the psychological point of view, doesn't really, I don't think it's going to affect the U.S. equities. You know, markets become disconnected at times when they take on their own life, and I think the problem with oil right now is it's taken over its own life because of the Saudis and who's in there inflicting pain and the rest of the world, right? They're sitting on the biggest reservoir, and they can do this, and they have the capital to do it. So so as long as oil stays below above that 42 bucks, I think you're okay, but below that, I'm not. All right, gold. Remember, demand product. I think gold's in a buy. I think gold's going to head back up to the 1200 to 1206 area. We're trading inside value. Bull bear zone right here, this yellow line in gold is 1174.73. 1174.73. We got the bottom of value 1174.80. The fuchsia line is the point of control at 1177.98, and 1177.80 is the top of value. So little pullback right now, but ultimately I think gold is just creeping higher, and look at the top up there at 1200 again. So I have those charts I can show you. Just got a little bit of a late start today, and all this stuff is becoming automated. Got questions over there, man?
No, the bull bears on 2018 even.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For S&P.
S&P 2018, okay. All right, so here we are with bonds. All right, you know where I feel with bonds. Bonds have got a value area high. We're trading above it right now, 157.24. Point of control is 157.07, 157.05. The bottom of value, I will get these out and put them out on Twitter with all the proper numbers in it. I'm using 157.16 is the bull bear zone right in here, 157.16. Look, I think these bonds are headed back up to over 160. Over 160 is what I'm looking for in the bonds. So we got 2018. Let me just throw that in while we're talking here. All right, so that'll be the bull bear zone. I'll change the color. We like to use yellow on that. Go to gold. Let's go to data. Throw 2018 in there. All right, and then I'll put a text in it. See, I'm not that bad. I can actually do this without Anthony, not all of them, but most of the time. F12, right? F12?
Yep.
All right. Go to font. There. Put a gold, yellow. Hit OK. Go to bull bear zone. Let's make capital better. We're getting this all automated, so that and that's some of the things that we're still waiting for. But it's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. All right. All right. All right. Any questions out there about trading markets, profile? I know we're all worried about right away the funding program started, but it's all getting rolled out at once. And trust me, we are working at it diligently. I want it up as bad as you do, and I just think that you know, I just can't put things out that won't be. I'm not going to put anything out that's going to be what I consider an inferior product when I'm finished, because that will reflect on myself, Manoa Market, and everyone that's behind it. So when it comes out, we have some really some other things that we haven't really publicized that are going to be great for you to use, and they're going to be really user friendly, very user friendly when we institute the programs. Anthony, anything with you?
Pretty good.
How's it going? How's the football going?
Good, we're undefeated.
So Anthony's coaching the sophomore team at Martini Catholic High School, and they're undefeated. They're playing Marmy.
Nice game, man.
Yeah, we
Conference
don't
championship.
lose to those guys. All right, I'm on my way. Big game for the Redbird, for the Western Illinois. We're playing Illinois State. They're ranked 4. We got ranked 20th. We knocked off Northern Iowa. We had them beat last year 21-0. I'll be heading out there on Saturday morning. Big tailgate for the Porcelino family down there this weekend, because Illinois State is only about a 45-minute trip. So that's how I'll be spending my weekend, watching my son. And here comes Ginger, the mascot around here. So, all right, everybody, you guys have a good day trading. Stay with us on Twitter. Let's see if we can get that breakout. If we get it, then you can jump on top of it. All right, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.